Hi everyone, my name is Amanda McWhirt. I'm the statewide fruit and vegetable extension specialist with the University of Arkansas Division of Agriculture. And today we're out here in the blackberry patch. It's about late June and now is a great time to be harvesting blackberries across the state. We're lucky in Arkansas that we have the University of Arkansas Fruit Breeding Program, which is a world leader in developing new blackberry varieties. And that's maybe something that a lot of people aren't aware of, that Arkansas is really famous for development of new blackberry varieties. And for that reason, June is Blackberry Month in the state of Arkansas. Over the last few years, the governor has proclaimed June Blackberry Month, and so now is a great time to get out into the field, visit your local blackberry grower, and harvest some of the best fruit available. I want to give you a few tips though about how to go about harvesting the best blackberries. I'm standing here next to a planting of one of the University of Arkansas varieties. This is Immaculate. This is a late season variety named Immaculate because of the late fruit. But we really have varieties that will span fruit production in late May all the way into the fall in some cases. But the majority of our fruit comes off in June and July. But if you look here at this planting, you can see that we have a lot of different colors of blackberries on this plant. And that's something that I think surprises people sometimes, is you think of a blackberry being black, but very often the fruit, when it first starts to develop, actually is more greenish in hue, and then will slowly turn red and then eventually black. And the black fruit is what we're targeting. That's the fruit that is most ripe and is going to be the sweetest. And so when you're harvesting blackberries, you only want to come out and pick the black fruit. All of this red fruit will continue to ripen and be ready for harvest in a few weeks. If you harvest any of this red fruit or the green fruit, it won't continue to ripen off of the plant. Now, the other tip that I want to give you when you are picking blackberries is very often you'll see blackberries that vary in how shiny they are. And the fruit that is nice and shiny, that's usually a good indicator that it is ready for harvest. And you just want to kind of check and make sure that the fruit is black on all sides and that there's no red anywhere. But if you can find a berry that has just a little bit of dull coloration instead of being perfectly shiny, that means that fruit is just a little bit more ripe and is going to be the sweetest blackberry. But all of this fruit here that you see in front of us, all of this is probably ready for harvest. And you can see when I pulled that fruit there, it came off really easily. And so that's a good indicator that this fruit is perfectly ready for harvest. If you're trying to pull the fruit and it's a little bit difficult to separate from the plant, that's a good indicator that maybe that fruit needs just a little bit more time and you should leave it there. So once you've gone through and harvested some of your blackberries, of course they're delicious to just eat straight off of the plant standing in the field. But if you are going to take some home with you, I want to give you a few tips on how to prolong the harvest. So this fruit is going to be really delicate and will start to decay pretty quickly if you don't get it into your refrigerator. So get it home, put it in your refrigerator, and then when you're ready to eat it, that's a good time to take it out, give it a quick rinse, and then you're ready to either eat it fresh or put it into a recipe. If you wash the blackberry fruit when you first get it home and then put it into your refrigerator, that water on the surface of the fruit can sometimes start to make it a little bit soft. So generally we recommend you wait to wash it until right before you're ready to eat it. Of course, you can freeze blackberries very easily, and that makes it easy to use this fruit well into the winter and just prolong how long of a season you have of fresh blackberries grown here in Arkansas that you have available. So I hope you've enjoyed some of these tips on how to pick blackberries in Arkansas. Thanks for watching.